Think smarter, argue better, and never be fooled again. Have you ever heard someone say, "You have to do this because everyone else is doing it," or "If you don't share, you're a bad person"? That's bad reasoning, tricks people use to win arguments. But now you can learn how to spot these mistakes and think smarter. What's inside? 50 common fallacies explained simply. Learn the most common thinking mistakes people make, like the straw man, slippery slope, and bandwagon fallacies, so no one can fool you. Easy to understand examples. Each fallacy is explained with fun, everyday situations that kids can relate to. 50 custom illustrations. See each mistake in action. Practice games. Try spotting fallacies in real-life situations and test your skills. How to win arguments a smart way. Learn to think clearly, explain your ideas better, and stand up for what's right. Why this audiobook matters? Well, it helps you think clearly. Don't be tricked by bad reasoning. Builds confidence. Learn how to speak up and ask good questions. And it makes learning fun, full of simple, interesting lessons that help you get smarter. By the end of this audiobook, you'll be a pro at spotting tricky arguments at school, at home, and even on TV. Welcome to the world of logical fallacies. Hi there. Did you know your brain is like a superhero? It helps you solve problems, win arguments, and figure out the truth. But even superheroes have weaknesses, and their brains sometimes fall for tricks and traps called logical fallacies. So what's a logical fallacy? It's a fancy way of saying bad thinking. Logical fallacies happen when arguments don't make sense, even if they sound like they do. They're little sneaky little tricks that confuse people. But don't worry, you're about to learn how to spot them like a pro. Here's an example. Imagine your friend says, "If you don't share your candy, you're a bad person." Now wait a second. Does not sharing candy really make someone bad? Nope, that's called a fallacy. A bad argument designed to make you feel guilty instead of thinking clearly. So why does this happen? Humans sometimes fall for fallacies because they're emotional, tired, or just trying to win an argument quickly. But you're smarter than that. By learning about these common mistakes, you'll know when someone's argument doesn't add up. So why should you learn this? Well, you'll outsmart tricky arguments. No one will be able to fool you with silly thinking. You'll be a super debater. Whether you're talking to friends, family, or anyone else, you'll always have the sharpest mind in the room. And you'll see the truth. Knowing what makes a good argument helps you understand the world better, and even helps you to make smarter decisions. How this audiobook works. Now, each chapter in this audiobook will teach you about one fallacy. You'll see funny examples, learn why the fallacy doesn't work, and get tips on how to avoid it. Plus, you'll get some practice, so you can become a fallacy detecting ninja. Get ready for a brain workout. By the end of this audiobook, you'll have a powerful new skill, the ability to think clearly, argue fairly, and spot bad reasoning from a mile away. You're about to become the hero of logical thinking. So grab your cape, or just a comfy chair, and let's jump into the first fallacy.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.